Alright viewers, welcome to more content on my channel, Nader Bader Gamer. And I am starting another playthrough here, from the very beginning. And it just so happens to be the sequel to the Apes franchise. So, here we go. Here we go again. Specter's Revenge since the first game is going to be happening here. Although this is the European version, just so you know. It's not the American version. It's Sony Computer Entertainment Europe. I just wanted to remind all of you. So, if you really were hoping for the English version, I'm sorry to disappoint you. But this game will still be great to record other than that. So there's going to be some changes in this game that are from the first one. I will be explaining everything as I play. So if you want to continue if you want to continue watching me play this, sorry about the autistic talk again. This is just me. But be sure to stay subscribed or subscribe to my channel if you want to continue watching these videos as I do them. And I really have nothing else really to say at the moment, so let's begin. Alright, do a new game. So each character is named after the Japanese version of their names. Alright, so monkey pants falling from the sky, but helmets are falling from the sky as well, which is definitely saying bad news. We're about to find out exactly why this happens, so enjoy the rest of the cutscene. The prologue.
Can you see me all right? I have a favor to ask you. While I'm away, could you use the transporter to... Where did they get to anyway? Send these newly designed packs to Monkey Park for me. Yes, that's right.
The professor's a pretty interesting design in this one. Although I think I liked his from the first game.
It's a delicate machine, so be careful not to overload it.
I'm afraid it overloaded with weight.
Natsumi! I sent the professor's stuff, okay?
Yeah, she is not happy about this. Natsumi,
Hikaru!
Natalie.
What do you want? You exceeded the weight limit!
Don't worry, the stuff went through fine.
You put something else extra with those pants, buddy.
Pants on their own shouldn't have exceeded the weight limit.
Look, it arrived fine, Natsumi.
What the? Monkey helmets?
See? Everything arrived safe and sound.
Yeah, that's the bad news right there.
Oh no!
Isn't it cool? Just like Pipocchi's.
Papachi is really cute,
No,
but that's not the helmets they
that's
have.
not the point. That type of helmet is different from Pipocchi's. It's caused us big problems in the past. When monkeys put those helmets on, they get into all kinds of mischief.
Wow, a white monkey.
What?
Hello again, Specter.
Spectre! Oh no, it's happening again.
Doesn't look like he's bothering anyone.
Spectre is a smart one. We don't know what he might do if he uses his powers to take control over the other monkeys.
Escaping Monkey Park once again. And this time it ain't gonna be as easy as the
Looks
first
like they're
time.
having fun.
What are you talking about? We have to get all the monkey helmets back before the professor returns from his trip.
What? Why me?
Because you messed things up. Get moving!
Okay, I'll fix things.
It's his fault, so he needs to fix the problem that he caused. Alright, in this video, I'm gonna be doing the first level, which is going to be, you'll find out. It's Liberty Island. It doesn't say it, so I just mentioned it.
All right.
So with this game, happens a little bit more different than the first one, and there are some like good and bad bad perks to it. And then one of them, for example, is the Stun Club. as you can see here, it actually has a more or less, it has more or less distance between targets, so it's kind of easy to miss on trying to hit the target with it. So this could be a problem when trying to catch apes in this game. I'll probably just sneak around and then just smack them with it because it automatically knocks them to the ground if I do a stealth attack with it. And the cookies in this game kind of are like what happens with the first game. However, each attack by a regular enemy takes one chunk of cookie out of your health. So you can actually take a total of like 12 hits before you're dead in this game. Well, 10 actually. However, if they're strong attacks, then the one whole cookie gets taken from your health, so that's a different story. But in the first Ape Escape, you ended up losing 1 health per hit by no matter what the enemy you are facing. So that's one good perk about this game, is you can take more hits against the normal enemies if you do get hurt by them. However, bosses in this game can take 1 whole cookie of health out of you. So you gotta watch out and make sure not to get hit 5 times when you're going up against them. I think they go back and forth between light and like a heavy attack, so you actually would go back and forth between losing 1 whole cookie or something. Alright, introduction to the tutorials. And Natsumi is going to be the guide here.
Hikaru, can you hear me? It's me. I'll be using these message phones to help you out. You should be thankful that I'm doing this. So listen carefully to what I say. Okay, first, let me explain your gotcha gadgets. Gotcha gadgets are useful tools that you control with the right analog stick. This is how you use them. Gadgets are activated in a variety of different ways. Try rotating and moving the right analog stick in different directions.
Every time each line ends, I automatically go over to the next one, so that way we don't take forever in the video's length to go through all these tutorials that Natsumi talks about. Eke Natalie, if it was the English version.
Right now, you have just 2 gadgets, the Stun Club and the Monkey Net. Use the Stun Club to attack monkeys and enemies, and also to activate switches and devices. Your Monkey Net is used to catch those cheeky monkeys. To start with, the Stun Club is set to the triangle button, and the Monkey Net is set to the X button. Each button can be set to switch to a different gotcha gadget. You'll find it very convenient. Good luck!
If there's a specific button that you're used to using a gadget for, be sure to assign it to that button at all times, so that way you have a good way of your rhythm around playing around in the field here. So what I'm actually going to do is hopefully sneak up and then attack with the Stun Club, because they automatically get knocked out with 1 hit if you do a stealth attack with the Stun Club. So I'm probably going to try to sneak up on these ones because they're easy to catch. Like, I'm not going to try to run after them too many times, because I could end up getting hurt a few times when I'm trying to like do things by brute force. The only times I would do this by brute force is if I'm dealing with a monkey in a section that is narrow or something, or there's not very much space to run around in. And one particular gadget that we're going to be getting in this game will be useful to get apes that run fast, or deal with apes that use weapons and we can like parry them back or whatever with that gadget. That actually has another good perk I'll be mentioning later on in this playthrough. As soon as I mention all of the things that Apes Escape 2 is better than the first one and the bad ones, I'll start talking less in the videos and pay more attention to playing the game, so you can enjoy it a lot more. Yep, Pipachi, I already know. There's one right there. I'm going to try to sneak up on it with the Stun Club and then catch with the net. The net also has less distance in between targets too, so be sure to not be too far away when trying to make your move. If you do that like follows, they automatically will be easier to capture if you're using the Stun Club in this game. However, if you attack them while you're like running after them, you have to hit them like 3 or 4 times to be able to knock them on the ground and then switch to the net to catch them. While in the first game, you only had to hit them once to then catch them with the net.
Hikaru, use the R1 or R2 buttons to jump. Either R1 or R2 can be used, so try it. That's it. If you need to hear my advice again, hit the message phone with the stun club. First, switch to the stun club, then move the right analog stick in the direction you want to strike.
I'm sure you don't mind me quickly skipping through those lines. We are obviously only here to watch the main gameplay, and that is what I'm going to have happen more often than being like stuck like reading all of those tutorials from the phone lines. Alright, the introduction to the coins in this game. Compared to the first game, you were able to collect coins until you got like 100 to get an extra life. In this game, coins are collected for currency, and they're going to be a currency for one particular machine, which I will explain later on when that is shown. But for now, I'm just going to collect them along the path. These enemies are introduced as well, which are actually being created in the eyes of our enemies. They are here to be able to protect the apes from being captured. So if you ever see any enemies near any apes that you're trying to catch at the time, you need to take the normal enemies out. Because if you try to go after the apes first, as you would remember from the first game if you played it, for one of the hints is that if you try to catch an ape while enemies are around, you will get hit by the enemies and lose some health. So gotta make sure that there are no regular enemies in the area before doing anything.
Hikaru, listen to this. If you press the jump button again whilst in midair, you can do a double jump. Double jumps will help you reach high places. Take notice, the blue message phones like this one won't ring. So while you're still learning the controls, try to hit as many as you can for important advice.
Gotta hit those with the Sun Club or the Magic Punch gadget. And I just missed a chance to grab that coin, but I guess that's no big deal. It's just one coin. There is also a combo system to collecting coins in this game, which I'll also mention later on when I actually get that stuff to happen first. So 2 more apes to capture here, and I've mentioned quite a bit of this game already so far, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get to the point here.
See the cookies on the top left of the screen? Each time you're injured, these biscuits disappear one by one. If you lose all of your cookies, you'll collapse from exhaustion. Nobody wants to see that happen, so keep a full supply. Cookies can be found during the levels, the gotcha box, or by destroying enemies.
Okay, these apes can throw rocks. Yeah, see what happened there? If I'm too far away, I won't be able to attack with a stun club, which will probably then reveal my position to the apes, and then they can be able to try to run away. Thus, turning the attempts to catching the apes will go from stealth to brood. Alright, that's a different version of coin, which will be explained later on. I could just go up to it and just use the net here.
All done! Yes!
If there is an ape that's not moving around, you can probably just go straight at them with the net. You don't need to use the stun club to try to knock them out and then switch to the monkey net.
That's for it.
That takes care of Liberty Island, and now we're going to see that the new lab has been replaced in Natsumi's room.
Welcome to the travel station. This has been our new home since you blasted the lab.
Yeah, that's a furious look right there.
I had to build it out of the remains of my own room. Use the warp machine at the front to go and catch monkeys. I've also made a save port. It's really useful.
Alright, that's going to be it for this, the first video of my Ape Escape 2 playthrough, and I'm going to be continuing on to the next one. Leave a like for this one if you enjoyed in the future.